Sonic Forces. This game is not very good. When it comes to Sonic games, like, dude, Forces must be one of the most missed potential Sonic games of all time. A game where Eggman actually beats Sonic and takes over the world sounds like an amazing plot. Except they don't even go halfway with that. Like, what? Are you even trying with this, guys? Like, what? What is this? Like, this is a game that could have been so much. It could have been like Generations, except we didn't do that because this game isn't good. And sorry for like the only two people that like this game. It's not that great. So this is why Sonic Forces is just bad. Yep, that's a better title probably. Sonic Forces. Yup, this game. Oh boy. Like, it could have been so much more, but oh man, playing is just dreading it. So yeah, the story is basically, you know, kind of your typical Eggman's doing its old shtick, but actually manages to defeat Sonic with summoning villains from Sonic's past. Would be interesting, and I mean, this sounds like a very interesting concept. Sonic actually losing and Eggman winning. Is it interesting? Is it cool? Would I be lying if I said it was? I would be, because most of the instead of cutscenes, they're told in these text boxes, and it barely gets the job done, essentially. So there's not really a story; it's just in text boxes. Classic Sonic shorn into this game, yeah. But the kicker is, unlike Generations where he's from a different timeline, here he's from a different dimension, even though he acts like he's the same classic Sonic from Generations. What are we writing? Tails, are you the smart one? Because I don't know. I don't know. But the gameplay, it could be like Generations where the story is pretty lackluster and the levels are so fun and zany. No, it's still boring. Most of the level design is boring, uninspired, and not really interesting at all. So there's that. Considering the fact that most of the levels go for a typical boring straight path to enemies, homing attack, or to boost through, and maybe a loop-to-loop every now and then, why these levels just feel so boring, uninspired, that there's not really any memorable set pieces so I can really say, hey, I really remember this specific level. And also, a lot of these levels seem to start to blend together. You got Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Mystic, Jungle, Metropolis, and of course Death Egg, and they reuse these 5 level themes so much throughout the level that all these levels soon start to blend together. It's like so boring and lame that most of these levels for me, I just don't remember a single part of it because there wasn't anything that made me say, yo, I remember this level. And most of the levels were like, well, I just played that, so, oh well. There aren't good levels. Like, I really like 8-Gate because the aesthetic and the theme and the music, and it kind of feels like it's a Star Wars A New Hope because of the Death Egg. It's pretty cool. I also like Arsenal Pyramid because going inside a giant pyramid that's more factory and mechanical-like, it's honestly a really cool setting. And also No Space, mostly because the music alone in the background really makes this level feel more exciting than it already is. It doesn't help that there were only like 3 level designers, the lead only just getting off Lost World, so that's also not very good. Thanks for that, Sega. So they're also boring like most of the levels. You got Zavok, who the hell cares? Why was he in the game again? I don't know. You fight infinitely 3 times in this game, and he's kind of the lamest villain ever. He's here because Shadow called him lame and weak, and he didn't like that. The Metal Sonic boss, for some reason, is the only boss level that's molded into a regular level for some reason, which is weird, but he's also easy. And the final boss, I guess, is interesting. With the first form, you gotta fight Classic Sonic. You gotta hit the rocks back into him to destroy the shield. So, I guess that's something. Okay. It's the avatar to attack the shield or attack the hands, because you can just deal damage with that with one of the Wispins and just beat this form super easily. So there's that. And then the final form with Classic Sonic, Classic, and of course your avatar form from Trials Super Blues and destroy the boss. And I mentioned it's the final boss from Colors. Gameplay. Classic modern Sonic controls exactly how you expected. Boost, homing attack, you know all that. Can't light speed dash, which is just weird. So you kind of control. It's basically like Generations, but if you just controlled bad, essentially. Then you got the Avatar, which is basically the same thing except no boost, and you got this grappling hook instead, and also you have overpowered Wispin. And yes, they play exactly like they did from Color. Of course, just use the Blaze Wispin, and you're probably fine. You also got one for using the light speed dash, which is crazy. And then you got Classic Sonic, which is probably the worst controlling character in the entire game, because why is there like 84 springs after I go up a ramp? What is this? He also controls so badly, dude. Like, every character feels off, but Classic Sonic feels the worst to control in this game. It's just terrible. Who decided the final Classic Sonic stage should have an auto-scrolling segment? Who allowed this? Whoever put this in the game should be fired. One of the good things I like about the game. Of course, besides the 3 levels I just mentioned earlier, I do like the music, but it's a Sonic game, so the music's going to be good either way. The avatar creation level is pretty cool, and of course, the story concept itself is pretty good. Not the story part's boring. And you can also play as Shadow, but Shadow plays exactly like Sonic, just with an enemy light dash instead, so basically the same thing. Forza, there was also free episode Shadow DLC, but it's also pretty boring. I don't want to talk about it. So there's that. Game's not that great. Bye! And that's what Sonic Forces. It's not that good. It's so bad this game doesn't even deserve to have memes in the video. That's how not good this game is. Like, it did have done so much more. This game could have been, like, so good, but we just didn't do it. Thank God for Frontiers when it came out to finally lift Sonic truly out of that deep, dark hole. So, yeah, I'll see you next time where you could die into Pokemon video games. See you next time. See ya.